Hello everyone, as usual from the videos before today, the topic of the episode is about a building that is considered one of the oldest structures that embody luxury, the Forbidden City. But before we start, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the alert bell to receive all new updates. If you like the video, hit the like button and comment your opinion. The Forbidden City is a large precinct of red walls and yellow glazed roof tiles located in the heart of China's capital, Beijing. As its name suggests, the precinct is a micro-city in its own right. Measuring 961 meters in length and 753 meters in width, the Forbidden City is composed of more than 90 palace compounds, including 98 buildings, and surrounded by a moat as wide as 52 meters. The Forbidden City was the political and ritual center of China for over 500 years. After its completion in 1420, the Forbidden City was home to 24 emperors, their families and servants during the Ming, 1368 to 1644, and the Qing, 1644 to 1911, dynasties. The last occupant, who was also the last emperor of Imperial China, Hui, 1906 to 67, was expelled in 1925 when the precinct was transformed into the Palace Museum. Although it is no longer an imperial precinct, it remains one of the most important cultural heritage sites and the most visited museum in the People's Republic of China, with an average of 80,000 visitors every day.
Construction and layout.
The construction of the Forbidden City was the result of a scandalous coup d'état plotted by Zhu Di, the fourth son of the Ming dynasty's founder Zhu Yanzhong, that made him the Chengzu Emperor, his official title, in 1402. In order to solidify his power, the Chengzu Emperor moved the capital, as well as his own army, from Nanjing in southeastern China to Beijing and began building a new heart of the empire, the Forbidden City. The establishment of the Qing dynasty in 1644 did not lessen the Forbidden City's pivotal status, as the Manchu imperial family continued to live and rule there. While no major change has been made since its completion, the precinct has undergone various renovations and minor constructions well into the 21st century. Since the Forbidden City is a ceremonial, ritual and living space, the architects who designed its layout followed the ideal cosmic order and Confucian ideology that had held Chinese social structure together for centuries. This layout ensured that all activities within this micro-city were conducted in the manner appropriate to the participants' social and familial roles. All activities, such as imperial court ceremonies or life cycle rituals, would take place in sophisticated palaces depending on the event's characteristics. Similarly, the court determined the occupants of the Forbidden City strictly according to their positions in the imperial family. The architectural style also reflects a sense of hierarchy. Each structure was designed in accordance with the Treatise on Architectural Methods or State Building Standards, Yingzhou Fashi, an 11th century manual that specified particular designs for buildings of different ranks in Chinese social structure. The Forbidden City was designed and built in a way that typifies traditional Chinese palatial architecture, with the emphasis on articulation and bilateral symmetry to signify balance. Classical Chinese buildings typically emphasize breadth rather than height, particularly those of the wealthy. They often feature an enclosed, heavy platform, covered with a large roof that appears to float, because of the lack of emphasis on the supporting vertical walls. The Forbidden City has a great deal of red because this is a color that is seen as lucky. The halls and palaces have relatively low ceilings compared with similar Western architecture. The Forbidden City is laid out in a rectangle, measuring 961 meters, 3,153 feet, from north to south, and 753 meters, 2,470 feet, from east to west. It is surrounded by a wall measuring 7.9 meters, 26 feet, high, and a moat measuring 6 meters, 20 feet, deep by 52 meters, 171 feet wide. The corners of the walls are expressed by 4 towers with intricate roofs formed by 72 ridges. One of the most famous features is the Wu Meridian Gate, the imposing 38 meters, 125 feet, high southern entrance. This opens onto a large courtyard, through which the Golden River runs, crossed by 5 white marble bridges. Towering above the outer court is the most iconic structure of the complex, the Hall of Supreme Harmony, which contains the throne of the emperor. This is the largest building of the complex, and is the largest surviving wooden structure in China. Adjacent to the 3 halls of the inner court, the 3-acre Imperial Garden offers a place of relaxation. The structures are largely made from timber logs from the jungles of southwestern China and large blocks of marble. Baked, golden bricks were used to pave the floors of several of the more important halls. The roofs include yellow glazed tiles, the color of the emperor.
Public and private life.
Public and domestic spheres are clearly divided in the Forbidden City. The southern half, or the outer court, contains spectacular palace compounds of supra-human scale. This outer court belonged to the realm of state affairs, and only men had access to its spaces. It included the emperor's formal reception halls, places for religious rituals and state ceremonies, and also the Meridian Gate, Wumen, located at the south end of the central axis that served as the main entrance. While the outer court is reserved for men, the inner court is the domestic space, dedicated to the imperial family. The inner court includes the palaces in the northern part of the Forbidden City. Here, 3 of the most important palaces align with the city's central axis. The emperor's residence, known as the Palace of Heavenly Purity, Enchanting, is located to the south, while the empress's residence, the Palace of Earthly Tranquility, Cunningham, is to the north. The Hall of Celestial and Terrestrial Union, Jiaotidian, a smaller square building for imperial weddings and familial ceremonies, is sandwiched in between.
Post-construction.
Since completion in 1420, 14 Ming emperors and 10 Qing emperors used the complex as their imperial palace. However, with the abdication of Puyi in 1912, its role as the political center of China came to an end. Despite having abdicated power, Puyi remained in the inner court until 1924, when he was evicted following a coup. In 1925, a palace museum was established, and took control of the Forbidden City. With the revolutionary action that established the People's Republic of China in 1949, the complex incurred some damage, although further destruction was prevented during the Cultural Revolution as an army battalion was charged with keeping it safe. Today, the Palace Museum contains an extensive collection of artwork and artifacts, including the imperial collections of the Ming and Qing dynasties. As such, it is the most visited art museum in the world, with 14.6 million visitors a year. Here we come to the end of the video. We hope you have listened. Stay tuned for the next video.